This is an excellent walking tour, about 2.5 hours, hitting most of the highlights of Old San Juan. The guide, David, is knowledgeable and friendly and paces the tour to meet the walking pace of the group. It lasted a couple hours and was a great way to learn more about PR and see things we wouldn't have seen if we were on our own. Tour guide was really good. We intended to tip our guide, but he headed a different direction at the end with a group of people on our tour that needed to get a ride elsewhere. Was an amazing tour and our guide David was awesome. He told us so much history, took his time showing us everything and did his best to keep us comfortable in the shade. Would totally do this tour again with David. The walking tour was at the right pace and David was excellent, as he provided the perfect amount of information as we walked the city. XX. David was very knowledgeable, was early to the meetup point and communicated quickly via text. He kept the tour simple, explained the locations well and answered any questions asked of him. An excellent guide. As far as the tour, sneakers would be recommended due to the cobblestone streets and the many hills in Puerto Rico. Lots of walking with very interesting information about San Juan and Puerto Rico. David was a good guide who was very knowledgeable. Enjoyable experience. David, our tour guide, was very informative and knowledgeable of Old San Juan. I would advise walking shoes and to bring water. Very informative. You can tell the tour guide really loves the city. It comes out in the tour and his actions. David is very informative and engaging. He made the tour both a learning and fun experience. Even I, of Puerto Rican descent, learned some things, which I gladly passed on to my family. A must for all. The guide, David Rodríguez, was very knowledgeable and easy to understand. It was a long walk but it was paced perfectly. He gave us suggestions for lunch/dinner which we used twice. Was very informative and interesting. Would definitely recommend. Pace wasn't very hard and location was great. David did a great job of leading the tour and answering questions. The walk is not too physical and it was much more interesting learning about the history of Old San Juan instead of sightseeing alone. Saw most of the iconic sites of Old San Juan. It is a lot of walking. My boyfriend's knee was hurting. They did make plenty of rest stops and paused going up hills for us older folks. I enjoyed it.